Hey, Miyu, hope you're sitting down for this because today marks the beginning of your new life. Mom and Dad moved out and you're officially flying solo now.
Hold on a second, Morgan. Explain clearly what you mean about Mom and Dad moving out. Where exactly did they go?
Oh, it's simple, Miyu. They've moved in with me and my lovely wife. Honestly, they're relieved to finally escape your lazy, freeloading lifestyle.
Wow, lazy and freeloading, am I? That's bold, especially coming from someone who's never lifted a finger to support this family. I've consistently given Mom and Dad a lot of money every month for household expenses. While I've been keeping this family afloat, you've been busy causing one disaster after another.
Oh, a lot, huh? Exaggerate all you like, but Mom and Dad called me practically in tears, begging me to rescue them from your endless dependency. They're exhausted, Miyu, of you! You're nothing but a parasite, draining their lives and wallets!
You really have selective memory, Morgan. You've conveniently forgotten every single time Mom and Dad put your reckless needs before mine.
Oh, please, name one single time that's happened.
Oh, just one? Is that all I need to do? Where should I start? Let's see. How about the time back when I was in high school and I got tapped to join the choir's trip to New York? I was going to have the chance to perform alongside some of the most talented singers in the entire country. There's a chance I could have even been scouted by a university. But what happened? You graduated high school and immediately had to go on some insane overseas journey to find yourself or something. And Mom and Dad said that this was an investment in your future, so they gave you the money they were going to use to pay for the trip.
You can't honestly think you were actually gonna get scouted. It's all about return on investment, Miyu. It's not my fault you're a really bad investment.
Oh, is that one not enough for you? Okay. How about the way you found the love of your life in some exotic land and needed thousands of dollars in order to have a lavish wedding? Then, after that, you needed several more thousand to arrange for her to immigrate back here. Mom and Dad begged me practically on their knees to postpone my wedding plans just so they could fund yours first. They told me your happiness was more pressing because you were sensitive and needed validation, whereas I was strong enough to wait. Do you have any idea what that did to my relationship?
Oh, please, if your relationship crumbled because of a minor delay, it clearly wasn't built on much to begin with. You're always looking for ways to blame me for your problems, instead of taking responsibility for your own life choices.
It wasn't minor at all, Morgan. We had everything planned, deposits paid, invitations printed, the venue reserved. Suddenly, telling my fiancé we had to indefinitely postpone everything because my older brother needed an extravagant ceremony abroad? That sent a very clear message to him that he wasn't a priority to this family. And you know what? He was right. You were always the family's top priority, no matter how badly you messed things up.
You keep blowing minor incidents way out of proportion. So there was a little scheduling issue. Big deal. It's hardly worth years of bitterness, Miyu.
Minor incidents? Don't even get me started. Remember my high school graduation party? I'd been planning it with Mom for months, inviting all my friends, excited to finally celebrate something of my own. But just days before, you got caught speeding like a reckless teenager. Our parents canceled my celebration without a second thought because they had to cover your massive traffic fine. Instead of a celebration, I spent my graduation night alone, embarrassed and humiliated because once again, Morgan's emergencies took precedence.
Oh, here we go again, your endless grudge matches. You really need to move on from these petty childhood disappointments, Miyu. Adults don't dwell on ancient history.
Petty childhood disappointments? Those incidents set the pattern for everything that's happened since. I've always sacrificed my happiness and stability for your convenience. Meanwhile, you've never even attempted to pay back Mom and Dad for the countless messes they've cleaned up for you. And now you have the nerve to call me the parasite?
Look, I'm finally in a position to repay their endless generosity, something you clearly can't do. Unlike you, I've actually made something of myself. Soon, Mom and Dad will enjoy the comfort and wealth they've always deserved, thanks to my talents.
And what exactly does that mean? Last time I checked, you were barely scraping by. What's this miraculous change you're bragging about now?
It turns out that my talents and adventures caught the attention of a major publishing house. They're offering me $1 million book deal for my memoir about my world travels. With royalties like these, Mom and Dad will finally experience real financial security, something you've never provided.
$1 million book deal? Morgan, are you sure that's legitimate? Have you even verified this publisher properly?
Of course it's legitimate, Miyu. I realize you struggle with the idea of my success, but jealousy really doesn't suit you. Face it, I'm gonna give Mom and Dad a future you never could.
Jealousy? This isn't jealousy. It's genuine concern for our parents. You've been reckless and impulsive your entire life, leaving chaos in your wake. Forgive me if I find it difficult to suddenly believe your grand promises.
Well, you'd better get used to believing them. While you're stuck reliving ancient history, I'm moving forward. Mom, Dad, and I will soon be living in luxury, far from your constant bitterness.
Constant bitterness? Maybe that's because I've spent years cleaning up after you, both financially and emotionally. So forgive me if I'm skeptical about this new fantasy of yours.
Call it fantasy if it helps you sleep at night. Meanwhile, Mom and Dad are finally getting the son they deserve, a successful one. So enjoy your newfound independence, Miyu. You're gonna need all the luck you can get without our parents to prop you up anymore.
So it's true. You and Dad just left without a word and moved in with Morgan like I never existed. Is that seriously how you treat the daughter who's been paying your bills for years? Oh, Miyu, must you sound so dramatic? We didn't sneak off in the night. Morgan invited us, and we simply decided it was time for a change. A change? Is that what you're calling it now? You left me in that broken-down house like trash on the curb and told Morgan I was freeloading. After everything I've done for you, you've got some gall to treat me like this. That's not exactly what we said. We just simplified the situation a bit. It helped Morgan feel justified in offering us his home. You mean you lied? You told him I was a parasite so you could land yourselves a spot in his fancy new condo. I've been giving you $4,000 every single month, Mom. $4,000! Rent, groceries, utilities, everything. What exactly weren't you getting from me? Well, maybe it wasn't about the money. Maybe it was about the emotional strain. It's exhausting living in that old place, constantly juggling discomfort. Morgan promised us peace, luxury, security. At my expense, again, just like when you canceled my graduation party because Morgan got a speeding ticket. Just like when you made me postpone my wedding so he could blow your savings on his overseas ceremony. Oh, and just like when you bailed out on sending me on the choir concert so Morgan could find himself. I keep giving and you keep choosing him. You always bring up the past like it's some ledger we have to settle. Things weren't that black and white, Miyu. Morgan needed us. We did what was necessary for the family. No, you did what was convenient for Morgan. Don't try to spin this like it was noble. You didn't even tell me you were leaving. You had no intention of saying goodbye. You just vanished. Why make a scene? You're a grown woman. You can take care of yourself. And now you have the house all to yourself. Isn't that what you always wanted? I wanted respect. I wanted recognition for everything I've done for this family. What I got was betrayal. You threw me under the bus to chase Morgan's fantasy paycheck. That fantasy paycheck is very real, thank you. $1 million deal with a top publisher. He's finally making something of himself. Can't you just be happy for your brother? I'd be happy if you hadn't sold me out to make it happen. Do you even hear yourself? You lied about your own daughter so you could upgrade your lifestyle. It wasn't malicious, it was strategic. We didn't say you were useless, just that we needed relief. And let's be honest, Miu, you're not exactly struggling. You've always managed somehow. That's because I had no choice. You left everything to me. Every bill you couldn't pay, every mess Morgan created. And now you're telling me I should be grateful you left me behind? You're twisting things, dear. We did what was best for us. And look on the bright side. You have full control of the family home. Sell it, stay in it, renovate it, do whatever you like. Consider it a gift. A gift? You mean the crumbling old house I maintained while you played helpless and Morgan played savior? That's your thank you? Honestly, Miu, I don't have time for guilt trips. Your father and I have finally found some comfort after years of struggle. You've always said you were independent. Prove it.
Well, hello there, my darling little sister. I thought I'd take a moment out of my incredibly busy, soon-to-be famous schedule to share a glimpse into my new reality.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be ridiculous. Go ahead, impress me.
Try not to faint, but I just closed on a luxury condo. 3 bedrooms, corner unit, panoramic views, all for a modest $300,000. Of course, I paid up front. No need for a mortgage when success is this close.
$300,000? Morgan, you don't even have a book out yet. Where are you getting this money?
But you're forgetting my soon-to-be $1 million royalty check. This is called strategic spending. You have to invest in the lifestyle you want, not the one you have.
That's not how money works. Strategic spending means you have the money first. It doesn't mean you take out massive loans based on dreams.
Relax, the advance is practically guaranteed. Besides, I couldn't just stop at the condo. I also bought a new car, cherry red, top of the line. $200,000, but worth every penny. Financing it was easy when you got publishers lining up to throw money at you.
$200,000. Morgan, are you out of your mind? You don't even have a signed contract, do you?
Not yet, but I spoke with an editor from one of the top houses. They found my travel blog, said my voice was captivating. They called it the next big thing, said it was practically a guaranteed bestseller.
And that's enough for you to start blowing hundreds of thousands of dollars? Did they put anything in writing?
They sent an email, one glorious email. They said my story had mass appeal, international market potential. They used the phrase 7-figure royalties. You don't throw language like that around unless you mean business.
One email? No follow-ups? No contract? No agent? Just one enthusiastic message?
Miu, you really don't understand how this industry works. Editors are busy people. They don't have time to handhold. They said I just needed to write the manuscript and they'd take care of the rest.
But have you spoken to them again since? Have you confirmed they're still interested? Or even still at the company?
Why would I? They already made the offer. I replied saying I'd start writing immediately. They're waiting for the manuscript. That's how real publishing works. You submit a brilliant book and the money follows.
That's not how any of this works, Morgan. There are contracts, deadlines, revisions. Editors don't just throw out $1 million promises and then go radio silent.
You're just bitter because I got the opportunity you never had. I'm sorry my life finally has some glamour to it. Not all of us are meant to sit in a crumbling house paying other people's bills.
I'm not bitter, I'm concerned. You've built your entire future around an email that might not even be real. You're treating this like a done deal when you haven't even had a second conversation.
It was real, Miu. You didn't read the email. I did. They believed in me. That's more than you've ever done.
Then show me. Pull up the email. Tell me the editor's name. Let me see who you're dealing with, because something about this feels off.
Fine, you want names? The guy I talked to said he was both an editor and a writer himself. That's how I knew he really got my story. He said he's worked with dozens of bestsellers and that my voice was exactly what the market needed.
Okay, great. What's his name?
He said most people in the industry just call him by his pen name, Sylvester Camswell. That's how you know he's the real deal. Creative people always have eccentric names.
Sylvester Camswell?
Yeah, it's memorable, right? He said anonymity helps him stay focused. Apparently he's super in demand, so he flies under the radar to avoid constant attention. But trust me, the way he talked, I could tell he knew publishing.
Morgan, listen to me. You didn't get a book deal. You got scammed.
Excuse me?
I didn't tell you before because I honestly didn't think it would ever come up, but I work at that publishing house, the one you claim offered you the deal.
You what?
I've worked there since graduation, full-time, on staff. I checked the internal system the second you mentioned $1 million offer. There's no project, no proposal, no record of anyone named Sylvester Camswell. There aren't any travel memoirs in development right now.
That's not possible. He emailed me directly. He said he'd read my blog. He said he saw potential.
Morgan, he used a fake name and vague praise. That's classic. They dangle a dream in front of you and watch you pour money into it. Did he ever ask for fees up front?
No! Well, he said I'd need to cover some formatting and early promotion costs once the manuscript was ready. That's normal, isn't it?
No, real publishers pay you, not the other way around. That's vanity press logic at best. At worst, it's outright fraud.
But he said the advance would come once the draft was done. He told me to start spending like success was inevitable.
Of course he did. That's how they bait you. You thought you were dealing with a real publisher, but you never even checked his credentials. Did you even get a real name, first or last?
He said he went by Sylvester Camswell to avoid spam, that his real name couldn't be used online for legal reasons. I thought it made sense.
Morgan, there's no one by that name on our staff. No one's heard of him. You got played. And I mean, come on, Morgan. Think about it. Sylvester Camswell. S. Camswell. Could he have been making it any more obvious?
Oh, no. No, this can't be happening! I already made the down payment on the condo! The car loan's been approved! I've told Mom and Dad this whole story! They moved in with us because of this!
You need to contact your bank. Cancel anything you can. If you sent him money, report it. But you have to stop spending immediately.
Oh my God! Oh my God, what am I gonna do? The realtor already handed over the keys. The dealership said my first payment hits next week. I can't afford any of this. I don't even have savings left.
I tried to warn you. You didn't want to hear it. You wanted the fantasy so badly, you bought it without a second glance.
Miyu, please. Can you talk to someone at the publisher? Maybe they'd actually want the book if they read it.
This isn't about the manuscript, Morgan. It's about the lie you believed. You can't fix this by begging for a real deal. You need to face the fact that none of it was ever real.
I'm gonna lose everything. I told Mom and Dad they'd never have to worry again. What am I supposed to do now?
Start by accepting that you were scammed, then start damage control. Because while your career as a writer was a fantasy, those debts are real. Miyu, please. I know we didn't leave on the best terms, but can we talk just for a minute? That's all I ask. Wow, coming crawling back already? I thought the luxury lifestyle with Morgan was too good to resist. It was all a lie. Everything he said, the money, the publishing deal, it was all fake. He's broke. We only found out after we moved in, and now he wants us to help cover his condo payments and his car loan. Let me guess, $3,000 a month for the condo, another $2 for the car? How convenient. Sounds like you traded me in for a 5-figure nightmare. Miyu, please. We don't have that kind of money. You know we live on our pension. Your father and I can't afford this. We thought Morgan had finally made something of himself. We truly believed it. No, you didn't. You just wanted to believe it because it was easier than facing the truth. You saw a chance at comfort and leapt at it, no questions asked. You left me behind and lied about me to get there. I know, and I'm sorry. Truly, I am. We made a mistake. We thought we were finally going to have something for ourselves. We didn't mean to hurt you. You didn't mean to? You called me a freeloader after years of taking my money without a word of thanks. You sold me out to Morgan for a penthouse and a fantasy. Don't insult me by pretending this was an accident. We were blinded, Miyu. I won't deny it. But you've always been the dependable one, the one who handles things. We thought that you'd understand what we did and why. That's the problem. You always assumed I'd understand, that I'd forgive, absorb the blow, and keep paying the bills while you chased after Morgan's next disaster. You didn't even think I deserved a goodbye. I regret that, I do, but we don't know where to go. We came back here hoping we could stay for a while, just until we figure things out. Then I guess you're out of luck. I sold the house. What? You heard me. After you left, I listed the place. It's already in contract. The new owners are taking possession at the end of the month. Miyu, you can't be serious. This was our home. Where are we supposed to go? Why don't you ask your successful son? I'm sure the man who promised you luxury and endless comfort will be more than happy to squeeze a few more people into that condo. Or maybe he can add you to his car loan while he's at it. Don't be cruel. We're your parents. No, you're two people who made it very clear I was disposable. You didn't just pick Morgan. You discarded me like yesterday's trash. So no, I don't owe you comfort or shelter or kindness. Please, Miyu, we don't have anyone else. You had me, and you gave that up the second Morgan whispered the word million. Enjoy the consequences of that choice. I'll enjoy the silence. Goodbye, Mom.
Okay, fine. Maybe I was scammed. Maybe Sylvester Camswell isn't real. But that doesn't mean this is over. I'm not giving up.
You already lost the fake deal, Morgan. What exactly do you think is still on the table?
My book, that's what! I've got hundreds of stories from my travels! Raw, real, compelling stuff! I don't need some sleazy editor to tell me my writing matters! I'll self-publish, do it all myself, that way I keep full control and all the profits!
Self-publishing isn't just upload and get rich, you need a real plan. Editing, formatting, cover design, printing, marketing, all of it costs money. We're talking thousands of dollars just to get off the ground.
So I'll crowdfund, or pre-sell, or get an investor. There are always ways if you've got something great, and I do. People loved my blog. They'll love the book even more.
Morgan, people skimmed your blog between cat videos. That's not the same as shelling out money for a hardcover. Even the best self-published authors spend months, sometimes years preparing.
Not me! I've got momentum! I'll finish the manuscript in a month! Fast-track the whole thing and get it on the market by summer! I'll make back every dollar and more!
You can't fast-track reality. You'll need time for revisions, feedback, actual promotion. 1 month isn't even enough to settle on a title. If you rush it, no one will take it seriously.
They don't need to take it seriously, they just need to buy it! One glance at my cover and a gripping blurb and boom! Sales! All I need is a few thousand loyal readers. That's nothing compared to the traffic my blog used to get!
You're clinging to a fantasy, Morgan, and now you're gambling the scraps of your life on a second one.
Then I'll bet everything! I have to! I've got something to prove, and I'm not going down without swinging! Alright, so let's map this out. If I can get the manuscript done in 4 weeks, I can start printing by May! As for upfront costs, well, Mom and Dad'll have to help out. It's only fair they're living in that condo too, after all.
You really think they can afford that?
Of course they can! They get Social Security, right? And you were giving them $4,000 a month before you decided to cut them off. They've got savings!
I'm afraid they don't. They spent it. All of it.
What do you mean, spent it? On what?
Everything. Restaurants, furniture, fancy gadgets, little weekend trips they never told you about. They blew through their Social Security checks and more every month because they had my support to cover the essentials. Without me, they have nothing left.
That can't be right! Dad always said he was managing the budget! He talked like they were building a nest egg!
They weren't, and they weren't managing anything. They were playing house on my money. When I stopped, everything crumbled.
But then who's going to pay for the printing? The editors, the marketing team! Someone has to!
Not them, not me, and definitely not the bank, unless you're planning to take out another loan you can't pay back.
No, this doesn't make sense. I thought they were stable. They acted like I was rescuing them from you. Why would they lie about that?
Because they wanted to believe in you, Morgan. They wanted a shortcut, just like you did.
But I have nothing saved! I've been traveling for years! Every time I came home! I thought I'd have time to catch up and I could get serious later! I never thought I'd need backup so soon!
Well, you do. And the backup you thought you had, it's broke, just like you.
I can't believe this! I thought I had options! I thought at least they had my back!
Now you know the truth. No one's covering you this time.
Miyu, please. Look, I know I've said a lot of things. I know I haven't always been fair to you, but I really need help. Just enough to get started. I'll pay you back the moment the book sells, I swear!
You want money from me?
Just a loan! A short-term thing to get me through the first few months. You always said you wanted me to take something seriously, right? Well, here it is! I'm finally trying! Don't let me drown before I even have the chance to swim!
You already dove in with bricks tied to your ankles, and now you want me to jump in after you?
You're the only one left. Mom and Dad can't help, and I don't have anyone else. Please, Miyu, you've always been the reliable one.
Funny how that's suddenly a compliment. A minute ago, I was a freeloader. Now I'm the lifeline.
I messed up, I know, but I'm trying to fix it.
Then fix it. You're the strong one, remember? The world traveler, the fearless dreamer. Surely someone like you can handle this without my help.
You're really going to leave me with nothing?
No, Morgan. I'm leaving you with exactly what you gave me. Nothing. Oh, and here's a free writing lesson. That right there is what you call irony. It's been 6 months since Morgan declared he'd take the publishing world by storm. Not a single page of his book ever saw daylight. The confidence fizzled out, replaced by half-hearted excuses and mounting bills. He never found a real job, said it would interfere with his creative rhythm. His wife, still loyal to the fantasy, claimed her role was to support his genius. But never from behind a cash register. With no income and no royalties, they turned to the last well they hadn't poisoned, our parents. The same parents who once called me a parasite now scrape by on part-time jobs, cleaning office buildings and bagging groceries just to keep Morgan's roof intact. Meanwhile, I sleep soundly, my rent is paid, my savings are growing, and my peace is uninterrupted. I don't return their calls. They made their choice when they walked away. Funny, isn't it? The family member they abandoned is the only one who managed to stand on her own.
Serena, I've got great news! Your adorable little sister is messaging you! Isn't it nice having such a cute, sweet, precious sister-in-law like me? I mean, seriously, you're lucky!
I don't remember giving you my number. How are you even texting me right now? Also, I don't have a little sister.
What? Don't be silly! You totally have a little sister! You have me, your sister-in-law, and I have you. Isn't that beautiful?
Again, how do you have my number, Hannah?
Remember the family get-together a while ago? The one where everyone completely overreacted and kicked us out? While you were all stuffing your faces with mediocre food and judging us from your high horse, I borrowed Joel's phone for just a second. His passcode is still 0418, right? Like always, you'd think he'd wise up, but no, he's still using his birthday as his password for everything. So, I just helped myself to a few contacts, including yours. It felt meant to be.
Wow, so now you're admitting you stole my number while being thrown out of the house for begging? That's how you're opening this conversation?
Ugh, don't be dramatic. We were just trying to fundraise a little. Like, who doesn't need help sometimes? Anyway, I wanted to ask you for a teeny tiny favor. Nothing huge, just a little loan, like emergency level small.
Absolutely not. Whatever it is, the answer is no. Goodbye.
Wow, you didn't even let me finish asking. That's kind of rude for someone who's practically my big sister.
We're not sisters. You're Joel's sister. That's it. And I'm not giving you money. Period.
Serena, if you know what's good for you, you might want to rethink that answer. I'm being super nice right now. Don't make me regret it.
Was that supposed to be a threat? You think blackmail works better than begging? Try someone else, Hannah. I'm not interested.
You're seriously going to turn your back on me like this after everything we've been through as a family? It's not like I'm asking for $1 million, just enough to breathe for a little while. I'm drowning here.
And yet, you still haven't paid back the money we gave you 3 years ago. Funny how that works.
Oh my god, you're really going to dig that up now? That was forever ago. I barely even remember borrowing it.
I remember it. Joel and I gave it to you right after your wedding. You promised you'd return it by the end of the year, but you never did.
We were newlyweds. Everything was chaos. I thought family was supposed to understand that kind of thing.
No, family is supposed to be trustworthy. You and your husband burned through every bit of that the moment you started treating us like an ATM.
Don't be so cold, Serena. You're acting like we robbed you. All we ever needed was a little support.
Then maybe you should have listened when your own father told everyone not to lend you a single cent ever again. He was right. We should have listened sooner.
What? Dad said that? Ah, what a traitor. He always acts like he's better than us.
He said it because he's tired of watching you lie and leech off everyone around you. And so am I.
You think you're so perfect just because you married Joel and live in a big shiny house. You wouldn't last a day in our shoes.
You're right, I wouldn't, because I don't spend my days pretending to be a victim while setting fire to everyone who tries to help me.
Oh wow, really mature. So this is how you treat your husband's sister when she's at rock bottom?
I treat you exactly the way you've earned, Hannah, with caution and distance. So unless you're going to outline a repayment plan for the last loan we gave you, I won't even consider giving you more.
Look, I honestly don't even remember how much we borrowed, okay? It's all a blur. We've been in survival mode for years. I mean, with all the loans and late fees, everything just blends together. It's not like we're trying to scam you or anything.
That's exactly what it looks like. You take money, disappear, and then pop up again the second you're desperate.
Ugh, this isn't all on me, you know. My husband is the one who handles most of the bills. If you want, just lend it to him this time.
Are you serious right now? You think lending to him instead of you changes anything?
Well, yeah. If I'm not the one taking it, then it's not fair to say I owe you. That's just basic logic.
No, Hannah, that's just basic deflection, and it doesn't work on me.
We are seriously starving, Serena. We can't even afford gas to get to the grocery store. I'm not even joking. We had to pawn my hair straightener to buy cheap ramen noodles. And my husband has been dodging collectors for weeks. It's getting really bad. Like we might not make it to the end of the month bad. So just wire it to my bank account, okay? It's faster that way.
No, for the last time, no. I'm not sending you money. Not now, not later, not ever again.
Why are you being so heartless? I'm telling you, we're drowning here.
Joel and I are expecting twins. Do you have any idea how expensive that is? Every cent we've saved is for them, not for you.
But we're family. You're supposed to help family.
Help is for people who learn from it. All you do is dig deeper and drag everyone down with you. I'm done.
I don't believe this. You're really going to sit there pregnant in your perfect little life and let us starve?
I'm going to sit here and protect my kids from the disaster you've made of yours. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, don't panic, but I just got admitted to the hospital. They said the contractions are steady enough that they want to keep me overnight.
Wait, what? You're being admitted? I thought we had 2 more weeks.
Yeah, well, apparently twins don't care about calendars. I came in because my belly was feeling tight and I didn't want to take any chances. Turns out it wasn't just Braxton Hicks. They said it's the real deal.
Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I'm okay. You're okay. Are you okay?
I'm okay. A little freaked out, but calm. Trying to stay that way at least.
What do you need me to do? What do I bring? Where do I go? I need a list, Serena, a literal list.
The blue duffel bag on the right side of the front hall closet. Don't worry, it's already packed. I did it last weekend, just in case this happened.
You are a genius, a prophet, a packing queen. Okay, blue duffel, front closet, right side. What else?
On your way here, can you grab some sports drinks? Any kind, just as long as they're cold. I don't know why, but I'm craving something cold and sweet.
Sports drinks, got it, like lemon or grape or... Wait, no, doesn't matter. I'll get every flavor.
Please don't buy out the entire convenience store, just a couple of bottles.
I'll spare no expense. The father of your children is on a mission now. A slightly panicky mission, but a mission nonetheless.
You're lucky it's Saturday. These babies really picked their timing.
Are you saying our kids are deliberately popping out on a Saturday so I wouldn't miss work?
I'm saying they seem like they'll grow up to be thoughtful and kind, just like their father. And maybe their mother.
They already love us, I can tell. They're looking out for us before they're even born. That's wild.
Wow, I was literally expecting to be home making dinner tonight. Now I'm lying in a hospital bed with an IV in my arm and a monitor on my belly.
Life comes at you fast, and then it screams in stereo.
That's poetic, and also slightly terrifying.
You're sure you're okay, though? I mean, not in pain, not panicking?
It's manageable, just feels like really strong period cramps, honestly. But they said it'll pick up soon.
I'm leaving now. No more delays. I'll be there as fast as traffic allows. And I'll breathe deeply, repeatedly, probably into a paper bag.
Just don't get into an accident. I'd like the father of my children to arrive in one piece.
One emotionally unstable piece, but yes, I'm coming.
The hospital already knows you'll be staying overnight, right?
I double-checked that last week. They said I could stay in your room. I don't care if I sleep on the floor. I'll be there.
Good. I really need you here, Joel. Not just for the stuff. For me. This all got real so fast.
I know, baby. I'm on my way. We've got this. And tomorrow, we meet our kids. Can you believe it?
No, but yes. But also still no. I think I might start crying now.
One step ahead of you. I'm already crying in the driveway. Okay, I'm going now. Just keep texting me. I love you so much.
I love you too. Drive safe. No texting on the road, got it? I wouldn't want you to be in a wheelchair when you first meet our kids. What the hell? Hannah, what are you doing in my house?
Finally! I was starting to think you were never coming back. I mean, how long does it take to pop out a couple babies?
12 long and painful hours. Now answer me, what are you doing in my house?
Wow, 12 hours. Judging by your messy hair and those bags under your eyes, I would have put it more at 36 hours.
How did you even get in? We changed the locks, so I know you don't have a copy of the key.
My husband broke a window, the little one near the dining room. Don't worry, we cleaned up the glass.
You broke a window?
Oh, come on. It's not like you were using the place. No lights, no car, no one answering calls. It practically screamed, "Move in, ready."
It is not move-in ready. It's not for sale, especially not to you.
But think about it. We're family. Joel is my brother, Serena. That makes this house kind of mine by association.
That is not how property works.
You've got a whole perfect life, a husband, a house, twin babies, and your ugly little stroller. Why can't you share a little with those of us less fortunate?
Because this is not a charity, Hannah. This is my home. If you want a meal and a place to stay, go to a homeless shelter.
A homeless shelter? But don't, homeless people live there? No thanks.
What the hell is going on with you today? You're acting like even more of a tactless mooch than usual.
Wow, rude. Sounds like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
I've barely slept at all in the last few days. I just had twins, you know.
Yeah, twins, blah, blah. I still had to defrost chicken with no microwave. We all have our struggles.
Oh my god, get out! Get out of my house before I completely lose it!
Really? After everything we've done to make this place feel like a home, this is gratitude?
You're lucky I haven't already called the police.
Call them then. I'll tell them how you abandoned this beautiful new house like garbage on the curb.
You're an absolute psychopath, Hannah.
No, I'm practical and frankly generous. Not everyone would have been as gracious as I am right now after how rude you've been.
Gracious? You broke in, stole our space, and now you're lecturing me about manners? Get out, Hannah, before Joel gets home, because if he sees this, he won't be as nice as I'm being.
Oh, please. He's the one who always babied me. He'll get over it.
No, he won't, and neither will I. Now get your stuff and crawl back to whatever hole you came from. Wait, I'm looking through the window at the nursery. Where's all the baby stuff? There should be a massive pile of unopened supplies. Where is everything?
Oh, that stuff? Sold it. All of it.
You what?
You wouldn't believe how much people pay for new baby gear, especially unopened. It's like gold to those desperate mommies out there.
You sold my baby's things?
Well, you weren't here. We needed cash, and all that stuff was just sitting there collecting dust.
That stuff was carefully organized, prepped, hand-picked for my children, and 3 days isn't enough to gather dust.
You act like it was some holy shrine. It was retail, Serena. And honestly, good retail. Those high-end bottles, gone in 10 minutes.
Okay, gotta stay calm. Hannah, you are going to give us every single cent that you got from selling that stuff.
Sorry, sis, no can do. We had a pizza party, a big one. We even got wings, garlic bread, the works. My husband was so happy. He hasn't eaten like that since he was in college.
Oh my god, you sold our baby supplies for pizza?
And soda. Don't forget the soda. And dessert. We really went all out. It was kind of a celebration, actually, like a housewarming party.
Is this a joke to you?
Well, you have to admit, it's kind of poetic. You didn't want to lend us money, so we got creative. This is what happens when people get stingy.
So your solution was to steal from us and throw a party with the profits?
Steal is such an ugly word. I prefer resourceful redistribution.
You are out of your mind. You touched my things. You went through our room, our closets. What else did you take?
Oh, don't worry. I only sold the good stuff. You've got great taste, by the way. That designer handbag? Gorgeous.
You sold my bags too?
Bags, coats, shoes, a couple of your gadgets. Mostly stuff you haven't used in a while. You know, things you clearly wouldn't miss.
You broke into my house, raided my life, and now you're sitting here like you earned it.
No, Serena, I deserved it. That's the difference. I was your family member in need, and you turned your back on me. Consider this a healthy dose of karma for your thoughtlessness.
Okay, that's a wrap. Everything's in motion now. You don't need to deal with her again.
What do you mean that's a wrap? Joel, what did you do?
I gave her loan collectors our address, every single one of them. I tracked down their contact info, called them directly, and told them exactly where Hannah and her husband are.
You really did that?
I sure did. I'm done letting them treat us like doormats while hiding from the fallout of their own choices.
She's your sister, though, Joel. Are you really okay turning her in like that?
Serena, listen to me. That woman in our house, that's not my sister anymore. That's someone who broke into our home and stole from our kids.
She sold their things, Joel. The bassinets, the unopened formula, all the things we picked out together. She sold all of it like it was junk.
I know, and I will never forgive her for it. And I'm gonna make sure she pays for every last thing.
But what about your parents? They're going to find out eventually. Won't they be furious?
Let them be. If they have a problem with me protecting my wife and children, they can stay mad.
Thank you, Joel. I didn't know what to do. I looked in the window and she was just lounging on the couch like it was hers. I was so mad, I thought my head was gonna explode.
She'll never set foot here again, I'll make sure of that.
Are you sure you won't regret this later? I know she's awful, but still, she's your sister.
What's there for me to regret? I'd regret watching you cry and doing nothing. I'd regret letting her think she won. But making her pay? I'll never regret that. Anyway, you don't need to worry about anything but taking care of those two angels. You leave the rest to me.
I love you so much, Joel.
I love you more, all three of you.
Serena, hey, weird question, but do you owe money to anyone?
Excuse me?
Because there are these guys outside ringing the bell and yelling. I mean, it's super aggressive. I figured maybe they're here for you.
They're not here for me, Hannah.
Then who? Wait, you don't think?
I know exactly who they're here for.
No, that's not possible. I never gave this address to anyone.
You didn't need to. I gave it to them.
You what?
They've been trying to track you down for months. Joel gave them everything they needed. Names, debts, photos, and this address.
Joel did that? Joel, my own brother?
With a little help from your mother, yes.
No way. Mom wouldn't.
She very meticulously kept all of the business cards they left behind. Every single debt collector that showed up at her door asking where you ran off to gave her one. It's kind of incredible how well they disguise themselves as normal businesses. Then again, I guess they can't really make a business card saying Vito Gambino Loan Shark.
You're nothing but a bunch of monsters, all of you!
No, Hannah, you're the monster, and we're finally getting rid of you. We figured we could just call the police to have you removed, but where's the fun in that? Plus, there was always the risk you'd pull the squatter's rights card.
You had no right to do this to me. This isn't fair.
Fair? You've never paid back a single cent you owe me, and now you want to cry foul?
But they're banging on the door. They're shouting all kinds of mean, scary things at me. What if the neighbor's here?
Oh, don't worry about the neighbors. We already called and explained the situation to them, so they know that none of them are in danger as long as they stay out of it.
You seriously set me up like this?
No, Hannah, I just told the truth. You're the one who put yourself in this position. It seems to me like the only way out is to open the door and face the music.
You know what they'll do if I open that door?
You sold off my children's belongings. You pawned my life for takeout and lies. You don't get to play the victim here.
You both really hate me that much?
I don't hate you. I just refuse to keep being collateral damage in your spiral. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I kinda do hate you.
This wasn't supposed to happen. This was our chance to reset.
No, this was your attempt to steal stability from someone else, and you got caught.
I can't breathe. I can't think.
That isn't a new problem.
Screw you! This sucks! I don't care. They can shout and scream all they want. I am never opening that door. Serena, please. Please, I'm begging you. I can't do this anymore. I can't take it. The doorbell won't stop. They're ringing and pounding and shouting my name. I think they're in the yard now.
Yeah, sounds about right.
They won't go away. They're going to break the door down. They're going to smash the windows next. You have to help us, please.
You should have thought of that before you made yourself at home in someone else's life.
I get it, okay? I get it. I messed up. We'll leave. I swear we'll go. Right now. Tonight. Just let us get out of here.
What's stopping you from just leaving now?
The back door's locked. It's some weird child-proof thing with a keypad and we can't open it. We tried. I swear we tried.
Oh, that. We had that installed for the twins. It keeps toddlers from wandering out into traffic. I didn't anticipate needing it to trap grown criminals.
This isn't funny. I'm being hunted in here like an animal. I'm shaking so much I can hardly text. My husband's having a full-blown panic attack. Please, just give me the code.
Only if you're ready to agree to a few terms.
Terms? What kind of sick game are you playing?
Not a game. A contract. A very simple one.
This is psychotic. You want me to sign something while debt collectors are circling like vultures?
You want out? Then type it. In your own words. You're going to promise to repay Joel and me for every single item you sold, everything you broke, and also to have the house deep cleaned once you're gone.
But we don't even have any money. That's why we did all this in the first place.
Then I suggest you find some, and fast.
You don't understand. I don't have options.
Not my problem. You made this mess, Hannah. Type the message, or stay locked in until they get tired of waiting and kick the door in.
You're a monster. I hope you know that.
I'm fine with you thinking that about me. Now type.
I can't believe this. Okay, fine. I promise to repay Serena and Joel for all the items I sold, the lock replacement, and the house cleaning fees. I agree to their conditions. There, I did it. Are you satisfied now?
Completely. Screenshotted, saved, and cloud-backed for good measure.
You're seriously going to keep that?
I wouldn't want you backing out on your promise, would I? You can whine all you want, but you said it.
Fine, whatever. Now what's the damn code?
0.
Okay.
4.
Uh-huh.
1.
And the last one?
8.
0418? Oh my god. Of course it's 0418. His stupid birthday. And that's the real code, right? I punch that in and we're free?
Yep, just as long as you can evade the loan sharks.
I did what you asked. I sent the message. I agreed to everything. And I opened the back door thinking we could finally get out. And they were already there. What the hell, Serena? You promised.
I promised to give you the code, which I did.
Oh, don't you dare pull that on me. You knew what would happen. You knew they'd be waiting out there, and you just watched me walk into it like some idiot.
You assumed that freedom meant safety. That was your mistake, not mine.
I didn't even make it 2 steps before they moved in. Do you have any idea what that feels like, to be ambushed like that? I thought you were giving me a way out.
I gave you exactly what I said I would. If you didn't like how the deal worked out for you, maybe you should have thought about that before crawling into someone else's home and selling their children's things.
Joel hasn't even messaged me, not one word. He's my brother and he just handed me over to the wolves like I meant nothing. How could he do this to me? How could you?
Joel stopped covering for you the moment you turned his house into a clearance bin. This is what happens when the people who love you get tired of cleaning up your messes.
So what now? I'm supposed to just work? They're going to force me to get a job? A real one? Clocking in, taking orders, dealing with people? I've never had a full-time job in my life. I can't do this. I don't even know how.
Then it's time to learn. Welcome to adulthood.
This isn't fair. I never wanted any of this. I just wanted to be taken care of, to be forgiven when I messed up, to be held and told I mattered. Isn't that what sisters are for? To give you one more chance when nobody else will?
You wanted to be treated like a little sister? Then maybe you should have acted like family instead of someone squatting in our lives like a parasite.
I can't believe you do this. I really can't. You're cold. You're inhuman. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You've wanted this all along. You've been waiting to break me.
Oh, Serena, that's not true at all. I'm not enjoying this. That's the understatement of the year. I'm watching it all unfold on our security cameras. This is the most fun I've had in ages.
This is insane. Why is this happening to me?
Is that a rhetorical question, or would you actually like me to explain it to you? Because, I don't know, I think it would just be adding insult to injury at this point.
I want help, Serena.
You want some help? All right, here's some free advice. Neither borrower nor lender be. Toodles! Hannah and Darlin were found within the hour. The collectors didn't waste time handing them over to companies they were already in debt to. And from there, the real work began. Both were assigned jobs, monitored closely, and paid just enough to survive. Every cent Joel and I demanded was garnished from their wages and funneled back through the system that once enabled their recklessness. We didn't speak to them again. We blocked them online. We changed every lock, reprogrammed every code, and installed cameras on every door. Joel even reinforced the windows. I used to think it was overkill. Now I sleep better because of it. In a strange way, I'm almost grateful. Hannah's break-in showed us where our home was vulnerable. Her shamelessness exposed every weak point, every blind spot, and once she was gone, we sealed it all. We've already gotten settled back in. The nursery is full, the chaos is gone, and the only noise we hear is the laughter of our children. For the first time in a long time, peace isn't just something we hope for, it's something we fought for, and won.
I knew it. I come back from shopping and wow, look who's here again. Are you seriously just letting yourself into our house now? That's insane. Creepy, honestly. What kind of person does that?
I only came to drop off the sleeve Clark's mom forgot. I wasn't planning to stay.
We've had this conversation. I told you not to come over, more than once.
I also brought some vegetables from the family home. I thought I'd just leave them by the door.
Vegetables? That's your excuse? You think a couple of carrots gives you permission to break boundaries? You don't live here. You didn't build this house. You didn't pay for any of it.
I wasn't trying to offend you. I genuinely thought I'd be gone before you even got back.
You thought wrong. Again. Why is that always your thing? Oh, I didn't mean to overstep. You did overstep. This house isn't your sister's anymore. It's ours. Mine and Clark's.
I really thought it was the considerate thing to do. Just a quick drop-off.
Considerate? Sneaking in while I'm out and pretending it's no big deal? You act like you're still some central figure in his life. Like you're entitled to be here.
I don't think I'm entitled to anything. I just care about him. That's it.
That's it? That's exactly the problem. You think you're being sweet, but it's clingy and pathetic. He's not your little project. He's my husband. We're a family now. You're not part of it.
I left everything by the door. I didn't even take off my shoes. I wasn't trying to linger.
Then maybe don't walk into other people's homes at all. That's like basic manners. Honestly, it feels like you're pretending this is still your space. It's not. It never will be again.
I'm sorry, Marcy. Truly. I didn't expect this reaction, but I hear you.
Good, because this is the last time we're having this conversation. Do not come here again, ever. This isn't your house. You didn't pay a single yen for it. Not when it was built. Not now.
I never said it was mine, but I was there when your husband was barely more than a teenager. I helped your in-laws during the move. I helped choose the wood for the beams. I've been around longer than you've even known, Clark.
That doesn't matter. You're not on the deed. You don't pay rent, and you sure as hell aren't family in this household.
I'm not asking for ownership. I'm just asking for basic decency. And I didn't move in to sponge off anyone. Clark and I agreed it was practical to save for a place of our own.
Oh, how convenient. Living here rent-free while claiming you're planning to leave someday.
I know how it might look, but we're working towards something. Clark's putting away every yen he can. And when it's our turn to handle meals or errands, he always pays. That's how we've split things.
Yeah, well guess what? That's still not enough. You think tossing in a grocery payment every now and then earns you some kind of special status?
It's not about status, it's about helping out and staying out of the way. I clean up after myself. I don't impose. I don't expect anyone to serve me tea.
You're absolutely freeloading. You're a guest who doesn't know how to leave.
Then treat me like a guest, not an intruder.
And don't act like your connection to Clark gives you any kind of say here. It doesn't.
I don't want to say. I want to be able to show kindness to someone I care about without being treated like garbage.
No, you come because you want to, because you still think of this house as yours. You walk in here like it's some sacred family shrine.
It's not the house I'm attached to, it's the people in it. But if the people no longer want me here, I can take the hint. I'm really not trying to make things difficult for you. I don't come here to linger or interfere, just when something needs to be delivered. I know how you feel about boundaries, and I've been careful to respect that.
Careful? You think this is careful? Your presence alone throws off everything. Every time I see you walking up to this house, I want to hide. Do you have any idea how out of place you look here?
Out of place? I don't come here to be seen, I come to help.
You act like Clark still needs you, hovering over him like some sad substitute mother. He's grown, he's married, he doesn't need your apron strings anymore.
I'm not hovering. I don't coddle him. I'm just present.
It's delusional. Honestly, it's kind of pathetic. You're clinging to some fantasy where you're still important.
I'm not clinging to anything. I'm not trying to be the center of his life.
Then maybe stop orbiting it like a lonely little satellite. Look, I get it. You're single, no kids, not much else going on. So you latch onto Clark like he's all you've got left.
That's not fair. I've supported him the way any caring relative would.
Relative? Maybe, but let's not pretend we're equals. Clark's with an international firm. He makes more in a month than you probably make in a year. You're, what, a drifting dependent with a used car and no family of your own?
I didn't realize success had only one definition.
It doesn't, but yours wouldn't make any list I've ever seen. We're on different levels. He married up. You're just baggage from his past.
I've always been part of Clark's life because I care, that's it. I never claimed anything more, never tried to replace anyone. You're twisting this into something it never was.
Please, don't act like I'm imagining things. Everyone can see it. The way you dote on him like he's still 10 years old. It's pathetic.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I think you're being unnecessarily cruel.
Cruel? I'm just being honest. Someone has to be. And while we're being honest, let's talk about that car of yours. That tiny thing you roll up in like it's a toy. It's embarrassing.
It gets me where I need to go. That's all I ask from it.
It looks like it cost under 1 million yen. Used, right? Probably scraped together on a loan. And you park that thing next to our neighbor's foreign imports like it belongs.
It's compact because our neighborhood streets are narrow. I picked it so I wouldn't block driveways.
Or maybe because you couldn't afford anything else. Let's not kid ourselves.
Not everything has to scream for attention. I care more about safety and maneuverability than how it looks parked.
That explains a lot, honestly. You and that car, both small, outdated, and way out of place.
You don't have to insult me just to feel bigger.
This isn't about me feeling bigger. This is about you dragging down the whole image of this house. Do you even look at how you dress when you show up? You never match the neighborhood. The hair, the shoes, that car, it all screams small town and low income.
So you want me gone because I don't match your scenery?
Exactly. You're a walking eyesore, and I'm tired of pretending otherwise. This is a luxury district. People notice when someone like you strolls through.
I didn't realize being Clark's aunt meant I had to pass your fashion test.
You don't, because you're not welcome anymore, period. I don't want you stepping foot on this property again, not ever.
Hey, I just found out you stopped by earlier. I'm really disappointed I missed you. I actually got off work a little early today and thought maybe we could sit down and eat together like we used to.
I didn't realize you'd be home that soon. I ended up leaving just as Marcy came in the door. I could feel the tension the second I heard her key in the lock, so I figured I'd better not stay.
I was afraid something like that happened. So Marcy wasn't too happy to see you?
Let's just say she didn't hold back. It was clear I wasn't welcome. Again.
Good grief, you don't deserve to be treated like that. Not after everything you've done for me. Honestly, the house just feels colder without you in it. You've always brought warmth with you, even when things were messy.
You don't have to say that, Clark. I know things are complicated for you right now, and I don't want to add to it.
You're not adding to it. You've never added stress, only support. You were always the one steady person I could count on.
I just came to drop off a few vegetables from the garden and return your mom's sleeve. Nothing major.
Nothing major! Aunt Kathy, that stuff is a lifesaver lately. Groceries are ridiculous these days, and Marcy insists on organic everything. It's gotten to the point where we joke about budgeting for kale like it's gold.
That's exactly why I've been packing in a little extra each time. It's not much, but I hoped it would help.
It really does. More than I can explain. It's one less thing to worry about, and believe me, I've got a lot on my plate.
I just want to take care of you in the small ways I still can. That's all I've ever wanted.
And you always have. You've shown up for me over and over again, even when it was inconvenient or unappreciated. I don't say it enough, but I love you for that. You're a huge part of why I'm even standing on 2 feet.
That means more than you know, but maybe it's time I stop pushing my way into a space where I'm clearly not wanted.
If you stopped showing up, this place would lose something real. I just hope you know that. I hope you feel that. I have to ask, what did she say to you earlier? Something really out of line? I'm just hoping she didn't pull the whole "don't come here anymore" routine again, or start complaining about your car.
She said both, actually, almost word for word, like she had it rehearsed. Told me I shouldn't be coming around and that my car was an eyesore in this high-class neighborhood. Oh, and she called me a poor person. Just tossed it out like it was a casual observation.
God, I don't even know what to say to that. I'm so sorry, Kathy. That's disgusting. You've always been the one quietly holding everything together, and this is how she repays you?
I'm used to it by now. Doesn't mean it doesn't sting, though. Especially coming from someone who married into the family.
I've tried explaining to her what you mean to us. To me. I've told her how much you've done, how much you still do. And every time she just shuts down, like your existence threatens her or something.
Maybe it does, in some way she can't even name. I've stopped expecting anything else from her, honestly.
That's not how a partnership is supposed to work. If I can't even get her to see reason about you, what are we even building together? It's like I'm speaking into a void half the time. No matter what I say, it never lands.
Clark, that's something only you can decide. But I'll say this, marriage without open eyes and open ears rarely survives.
Yeah, that's exactly what's starting to scare me.
If I might be so bold, you need to stop holding it all in. If something's broken between you two, it's not going to fix itself just because you stay quiet. Avoiding the hard conversations doesn't protect a marriage. It just delays the fallout.
You're right. I know you're right. I've just been trying not to set things off. Every time I bring something up, it turns into this exhausting back and forth.
I get it. I really do. But the longer you go without saying what you really feel, the harder it becomes to say anything at all. You were raised in a family that talks things out. We might not always agree, but we listen. That matters.
I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Mom and Dad always had their ups and downs, but they never stopped talking, never left things to rot. That's the kind of home I want, not one where silence eats up the space between people.
Then say so. Say it to her. Be clear. Be kind if you can, but be firm.
We moved in with her sister, hoping to learn what a peaceful household looked like. And now I feel like I've just been copying the surface, not the substance. I need to stop avoiding the truth just to keep the peace. I'll talk to her, Kathy. Really talk. No more walking on eggshells.
Wow, I just saw you get out of that taxi from the bridal suite window. You actually showed up like that, in those clothes? Did it not even occur to you to wear something appropriate for an elite wedding?
I'm only wearing this because I just got out of work a little while ago. Don't worry, I'll be changing in a moment.
Don't bother. Changing won't help. That outfit is just the tip of the iceberg. You walking in here with that secondhand vibe is enough of a spectacle already.
I'm here to celebrate Clark's wedding, not to walk a red carpet.
There's no seat for you, just putting that out there now. I didn't bother having one set because I never imagined you'd actually show your face.
I was invited, and I made the effort to be here despite work and distance.
Please, no one invited you, not really. Clark probably just felt bad and didn't know how to say no. And now here you are, a poor person trying to squeeze into a space that clearly doesn't fit you.
And just what makes you say I don't fit in here?
This is a high-class event. Clark's in international finance. His family is educated, polished, successful. You are not one of us. You don't even belong in the same conversation.
Look, Marcy, I didn't come here to cause tension. I came because today matters, because Clark matters. So, like I said, I'll change quickly and I'll stay out of the way during the reception. I promise.
And like I said, don't even bother. Whatever you put on, it won't fix what you are. You could show up in silk and diamonds, and it still wouldn't be enough.
Do you know how much trouble I went to in order to be here today? I rearranged meetings. I left everything because this day meant something to me. Clark has always been like a son to me. I couldn't imagine not being here for him.
And yet, he would have been better off if you hadn't shown up at all. Honestly, I don't care how far you flew or what you think you mean to him.
I've never asked for anything from you. Not respect, not gratitude, just space to be part of his life. That's not so much, is it? To show up quietly and sit in the back row just to watch someone I love take a new step?
What you don't get is that your presence is the problem. Just existing around him makes things worse. So I'm saying it clearly now. I don't want to see you again, ever. Stay away from the house, stay away from the wedding, stay away from him. You are no longer welcome in any part of our lives, period.
I'm sorry, Clark. I just wanted to let you know that I'm heading out. I came to be here for you today, but I don't want to make trouble.
Wait, what do you mean you're leaving? You just got here. I don't understand. Is everything okay? Did something happen with Marcy?
I think you already know the answer to that. She told me there wasn't a seat for me, said I wasn't welcome, again.
She actually said that to you right before the ceremony? I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. I never told her to say that.
I believe you, but I also saw the look on her face. She meant every word. I'm not going to stay where I'm clearly unwanted. Not today.
This isn't how today was supposed to go. You're the one person I was looking forward to seeing. I don't care about seating charts or what she thinks is appropriate. I wanted you here.
You have so much going on. This is your big day. It should be about joy, not drama. I came because I'm proud of you, because I love you like you were my own.
And I've always felt that, Kathy. Always. You've been more of a parent to me than half the people with that title. I wanted to see your face in the crowd. I wanted to look over and see you there.
Then carry that feeling with you. Let me leave quietly. I won't ruin this for you.
I hate this. I hate that she made you feel this small. Please don't go like this. At least let me come find you. Let me fix this.
It's already late, and you have enough on your plate. So I'll be taking my leave here. But I know you're a good man, Clark. I know I can trust you to do what you need to do.
Yeah, I know exactly what I need to do. Something I should have done a long time ago. I'm sorry again for what happened today, Aunt Kathy. I'm gonna make it right.
Wait, what is happening right now? You're telling me the entire wedding is canceled because I told off a poor person? Are you kidding me right now? That's why Clark's walking away?
It wasn't just something rude, it was cruel, targeted, and deliberate, and it wasn't the first time.
I was doing what any decent person would. I was protecting our lifestyle. You don't just let someone like that walk into an elite wedding. I was trying to maintain standards. What, is that a crime now?
You weren't maintaining anything. You were gatekeeping out of pure arrogance.
Oh, come on. I wasn't hurting anyone. I was just eliminating a presence that clearly didn't match. That's what people with taste do.
People with actual taste don't need to humiliate others to prove it.
And now people are saying I ruined my own wedding just for trying to keep the aesthetic clean?
The person you insulted was going to pay for that wedding. All $80,000 of it.
What? What are you even talking about? The groom's family always pays. That's just how these things work.
You assumed. You never asked. And now you know. I offered to pay for the entire wedding. Not because I was asked, mind you. I brought up the idea myself. Clark's like a son to me. I've supported him since he was small, and I wanted to help give him a stress-free start to his new life. I knew you two were saving to move, and I figured if I could lift even one burden quietly, that would be enough.
Are you serious right now? $80,000? You were just going to hand it over? Why wouldn't you tell me something like that?
I didn't want the attention. I asked Clark not to tell you. It wasn't a performance, it was a gift. I didn't need you to thank me or even know. But I guess that backfired.
Backfired? You think I wouldn't have treated you better if I'd known? You didn't look like someone who could cover a wedding, that's all.
And that's exactly the problem. You didn't ask who I was or why I showed up late. You didn't care. I got out of a taxi in work clothes, and that was enough for you to decide I was beneath you. I had just come back from Europe. I was there finalizing an overseas partnership for Middlesbury Furniture.
Wait, Middlesbury Furniture? Like that Middlesbury Furniture?
Yes, I run the company. That's my job. That's the reason I wasn't here earlier. I landed and came straight from the airport. But you didn't see any of that. You saw a compact car, plain clothes, and assumed I was nothing.
This makes no sense. You drive a compact car. You don't wear anything branded. You looked like someone barely getting by.
Is that what you think wealth looks like? Flashy bags and flashy attitudes? There are a lot of brands in the world, Marcy, but not all of them are printed in gold.
Then how was I supposed to know? You show up looking like that. Who wouldn't assume?
People who don't need assumptions to guide their behavior. Most of what I wear is vintage, one-of-a-kind pieces from niche designers, not mainstream, not mass-produced, but still beautiful, still valuable, just not loud.
Okay, maybe the clothes, fine. But the car? You showed up in a tiny beat-up compact car. What else was I supposed to think?
That I'm practical, that I know how to drive in a residential area without blocking intersections. For everyday errands, I use the smallest car in the garage. It's easier that way. I also own a Jaguar and a Mercedes, if you must know. But I don't need to bring a parade with me just to deliver vegetables.
I can't believe this. I misjudged you, okay? I completely misread the situation.
Yes, you did, and you made sure I knew exactly how little you thought of me.
I'm sorry. I got it wrong. I said things I shouldn't have. I acted based on what I saw and that was a mistake.
A mistake you repeated with words you can't take back.
But we're family. Isn't that enough to at least talk through this? Can't we get past it? Let's just start over. Forget what was said. We can move on, right? As relatives.
You said we lived in different worlds, that I was beneath you, that you never wanted to see me again.
I didn't mean it like that. I was just stressed. I was trying to protect the image of the wedding.
You weren't protecting anything. You were performing for yourself.
Please, Clark won't even speak to me now. You're the only one he might listen to. Please, talk to him. Tell him I understand now.
Understand what, Marcy? That money changes how you treat people? Or that your idea of family only includes people who look a certain way?
I didn't know. If I had, none of this would have happened.
That's exactly why it did happen. If who I am or how I contribute depends on whether I meet your standards, then we were never family to begin with. So the answer is no. I'm not going to speak to Clark for you. I won't undo the consequences of your own choices. You told me I didn't belong, that I was beneath you. You said we lived in different worlds, remember?
That was before I knew the truth, before I knew who you actually were.
And now that you think I'm worth something, you want to rewrite the past? I'm not interested in your revision.
But I said I was sorry. I admitted I was wrong. That has to count for something.
Clark has made his decision. He chose to walk away from the ceremony, from the marriage. I respect his choice. I won't try to reverse it, and I certainly won't clean up the mess you made to protect your ego.
You're doing this out of spite, aren't you? You just want me to suffer.
No, I just don't want to be part of your performance anymore. Whether or not the marriage goes forward isn't my concern now, because either way, I won't be in your life. We are either unrelated by divorce or strangers by character. Either way, I will not engage again.
Oh, how noble! The forgotten aunt with no husband, no children, no value thinks she gets to have the last word. Please, let's not pretend you're the victim here. You were the one who inserted yourself where no one wanted you.
I didn't insert myself. I was invited, and Clark made it clear he wanted me there. You just couldn't handle it.
Handle what? Someone irrelevant in plain clothes riding up in a compact car? You think that was threatening to me? Get real.
And yet here you are, clawing to undo what you did the moment you realized who I actually am.
Because I'm the one who was supposed to walk out of that venue married.
If being married to someone is the only thing giving you status, then maybe you should reflect on what you actually bring into a relationship.
Don't talk like you know anything about love or marriage. You're just a bitter, lonely woman hiding behind expensive furniture.
Then it shouldn't bother you that I'm walking away, and yet you're still here, screaming into a silence that doesn't care anymore.
You really think you're better than me just because Clark trusted you? Because you had money hidden under ugly clothes?
No, I think I'm better because I never once needed to crush someone else to feel seen. You should try it.
You think you've won something here? Please, you're a joke. You're just some sad aging woman with no man, no kids, and no one waiting for you when you go home. You want to talk about value? You don't have any. You're nothing without Clark's attention.
That's not true, but it is telling that you think attention equals worth.
I'm the one who married him, remember? I'm the wife. I'm the one who wears the ring. You're just the weird aunt he pities, the one who clings to him because no one else will.
And yet, it's the wife he's leaving, not the aunt he confided in.
He's only doing this because you poisoned him. You twisted everything. You're manipulative and sneaky and jealous of what I have.
What do you have, Marcy? A title with no foundation? A wedding you destroyed yourself?
Look at you. You walk around like you're someone important, but you're still the woman in the cheap coat who showed up in a junky car. All your hidden wealth and tasteful vintage talk. Who even believes that? If you were really as important as you say, you'd have shown up in something that didn't look like a clearance rack.
I don't need to be believed by someone whose self-worth depends on heels and logos. And I don't need validation from someone who thinks cruelty is confidence.
You're so smug. You think you can just walk away and pretend you're above it all. You need Clark more than I do. Don't think I don't see it.
I don't need Clark. I love him. That's different. And I would have loved to see him happy, but I won't be part of something that demands I lose my dignity.
So what now? You're just going to cut me off forever? You're going to pretend we were never family?
We weren't. Not really. You made that clear the moment you told me I wasn't welcome, that I embarrassed you, that I wasn't worth a seat.
People say things when they're angry. It doesn't mean I meant all of it.
But you did, and I believe you. That's why I won't give you the chance to say it again. Even if Clark changed his mind tomorrow, even if the wedding went on, even if he asked me to stand beside him again, I would not share that space with you. I will not sit at the same table. I will not respond to your messages. I will not see you again.
You're really serious about this? You're actually cutting me out over one fight?
No, Marcy. I'm cutting you out because you showed me exactly who you are, and I listened. Clark and Marcy divorced soon after. Though they had signed the papers before the ceremony, the marriage ended before it ever truly began. He cut ties cleanly, and I respected his decision. A lawyer made sure Marcy couldn't contact either of us again. No more messages, no more scenes. Marcy ended up paying the full $80,000 for the wedding, the very one she'd tried to gatekeep. I suppose there's some symmetry in that. I hear she moved back to her hometown, where she works long hours now, trying to chip away at the debt she once dismissed. She's got no friends and no support over there. Even the people around her seem to keep their distance. Arrogance doesn't age well. As for me, I return to my work, my life, and my peace. I never needed a spotlight, just honesty, and space to care for the people who mattered. Clark and I still talk often, quietly, without drama, and that is more than enough.